I welcome my readers to the Canto 5 of the long narrative poem Sita, a poem by Nandini Sahu. This canto basically deals with sisterhood in feminism. Sisterhood in feminism is a movement to end sexism and oppression and discrimination based on a person's sex. Also, sisterhood encourages women to support each other in order to end sexism. Sisterhood recognizes that women, and not just men, can be sexist when they are competitive and they try to bring each other down. This canto basically talks about this need for sisterhood in literature. Many women characters come across each other in the canto. They develop support, love, mutual respect, solidarity, and sisterhood for each other, which leads to the narrative in this canto. The post structuralist notion of a dispersed self operates itself as the leitmotif throughout the body of Sita, a poem. The dispersal in postmodernism is not a state of atrophy, it is an occasion of opportunity and possibilities. Sita, a poem, seems to ditto the postmodern formulation. The notion of man as being or a finished product has of late been challenged by postmodernists who think of man as becoming, or man as a site of self reflexive processes which are not necessarily linear and predictable. But on the contrary, in this canto, the women characters are beautifully predictable. Now let me recite the canto for you. Canto 5, Sita, a poem. Yes, I was the woman in love, the eminent queen of Ayodhya. Getting down from the palanquin, we met on our way to Ayodhya, the wife of sage Gautama, Ahilya. She was incontestably effervescent, and her voice an authority of charm. She narrated the tale of Indra's lust for her and the myth of Sati Anasuya, Rishi Atri's wife, and Sati Savitri, who saved Satyavan's life. Me, Vaidehi, the new woman, would ask you, O Lord, can the grace of a woman redeem only with the touch of a man? And can the grace of woman win only with the fraudulent touch of a man? The human psyche is designed to move ahead and reach superior pinnacles with time. What would you explain of rocked Ahilya, who lost her purity and then her human form and innovation? I can see, woman, no more you are the holiness and the power, epithet of dignity, potency, magnificence, compassion, love, and splendor. You are not adored like Maheshwari or Saraswati. Wake up to the call of Nirvaya. Let them call it blasphemy. You are the tarnished, deflated doll, the consumerist piece to be obtained, battered, sold, wronged, cast away. Can you be the harbinger of a time when Nirvaya would be adept to stand firm despite 1,000 scars on her body and soul? Can you be the harbinger of a time when no Kaikes would scheme a sketch to cast away Ram and Sita to crown their boasting egos? Can lightning and thunder stop splitting you apart as creatures weak, callous, and concomitant? I received a hearty welcome in the heart of my Lord Ram and in Ayodhya. King Dasarath was like the highest light. His three queens, Kaushalya, Kaikeyi, and Sumitra, our blissful mothers now, were like deeper poised in our spirits by alchemic power. Accompanying Ram in his expedition to the city, I felt like a voice for the voiceless. I was your surefire strength, innermost brainwave, O Ram. You saw in me your internal self, your intuition. Joy Siaram was the melody of the masses. I was your soulmate, peace and paragon. King Dasarath sought discharge from the cares of the crown. The common man's young of optimism and assumption saw Ram and Sita as the herald of a new age, a golden age, the Ramrajya of peace and glory. But the hunchback, scheming Manthara, Queen Kaikeyi's confidante and attendant, cooked our future. Bharat, the son of Kaikeyi, should be the future king and not Ram, Queen Kaushalya's son. Ram has to go for exile into the forests for long 14 years, meticulously stimulated and spewing out billows of lethal melanma. She convinced her mistress. Kaikeyi sulked, raged, retiring into her chamber of protest. King Dasarath had promised her two boons years back for saving his life by serving him. The boons were settled now. We were exiled. No, my lord, no one exiled me, your Sita. I have been the audacious, unyielding, self willed, self motivated woman forever. I joined you because that was my dharma, my duty to my husband. Lakshman, your doting brother, and Sita, your devoted soulmate wife, redeemed your father's words thus, demanding the moral order. You and me, side by side, left the coronation ceremony, took the path to paradise. I swore I will carve up all, endure all, still smile beside you. We talk of feminine frailty in accepted hypothesis in feminism. Do we remember the courage and conviction of Savitri, Sita, Gargi, Maitri, Apala, Ghosha, Vishwavara, Mother Teresa, Helen Keller, Florence Nightingale, and Malala? It was no discounted adolescence, nor feminine stubbornness. True, I was used to the comforts of life in a generous manner. Woman knows when to spare the securities of home and take up severity in life. Her sole religion is to render service to nature and man and give solace and comfort to the needy. We gave away our wealth and belongings to the creditable, poor, and the needy, and left for the woods in the midst of burning irrepressible grief of Dasarath. Your three mothers, two brothers, our friends, kith and kin, our companions. Well, Father Dasarath died heartbroken after our departure. Bereaved Bharat came with Satrugna and people of Ayodhya to our place in Chitrakuta, rejecting the crown, forswearing his mother and banishing himself with us. Elder brother directed him to take his vows back. Went back Bharat with the dharma of his father and sacred sandals or of Ram to place those on the throne and rule Ayodhya as brother's ambassador only. True, our notions of justice are prejudiced. True, Dharma surpasses all the metamorphoses. Dharma redeems us all, breaking the quietude of trepidation and assumptions. Woodward we moved.